Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you a little midday money on a Wednesday. Welcome on into the show, January the 4th. Hope everybody's doing okay. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here on the YouTube channel if you're watching on Winning Free Picks. Super. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. All the free picks are posted there as well. And the link is in the chats here on the YouTube channel and the Facebook groups for the Believe. So you can listen anytime to the podcast in your car, whatever. You're out mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, food shopping. Put it on play. You can listen to it all the time. Although, obviously on the weekend when we're talking noon games, you're not going to get down on that. But listen, later on in the day, you don't want to look at my giant head. Super. You just listen to the playback on the video. We'll start. I guess we'll do recap a little bit. We'll again, it's a kind of not a short schedule. I granted there's a lot of college hoops and stuff like that, but we didn't get to do some baseball yesterday. I know I want to jump into some baseball chatter, but let's go. Let's do a little yesterday recap. We'll start there. 1 and 2 in the video with college hoops. 81 and 67 now plus 395. And that was it because we didn't have NBA. We didn't have hockey any news yesterday. But here we go today. We'll jump right into today's picks because we have them covered. I actually have picks you see here in the chat. Oh, I don't have them scrolling. I'm sorry. I put it on Twitter. I didn't have them scrolling here because I'm looking at my paper in front of me that I have them written down on. We got them all covered here. Hockey, NBA, college hoops. Let's start in on the ice with a little hockey. We are 14 and 21 down $30 in hockey. We'll take the Red Wings today, plus 145. Little doggy action. I know there's only 3 games, and often you hear me say, 3 games, you bet them. I got to tell you, I bet all these today. I got all the ice games today, I bet. And you get one of them here in the chat. There you go. NBA, the Cavs, and we'll bring Tim in to do his NBA in a second. I know he said he wasn't really loving this spot. I just can't. And I could be late to the party with the Suns, the way they've been playing. They've just been playing bad. There's no other way to put it. What do you lose, 5 or 6, 6 or 7? I don't want to run out to back this kind of team. And on the other side of that, you have Atlanta at home, who's been a solid, more than solid bunch, right? We're 17-4, taking care of business. Short kind of number. I'm looking now, actually, it's gone up to 5. It is what it is. We have 4.5 because I don't post. It's not like I try not to type them in as we go. We don't do that. Again, 21 and 20 NBA plus 135 there. So a little bit of a profit for the year. But it's not a lot of games. You see 21-20 and hello college hoops, 81 and 67 plus 395. So college basketball, where I'm going to want to come out and jump all over that. I went 2 and 3 yesterday at my college hoops. My 3-pack did win. I go 2 and 1 in my 3-pack I posted on the sites. I took a half-point loser in one game. I had St. John's up 7 at the half. I think they lost by about 20. Are you kidding me, St. John's? I can't even be a Redmond fan anymore. Or the Johnnies. I don't even know what they call themselves now. St. John's Johnnies, Red Storm, St. John's. I don't even know. They're right up there with my Yankees getting on my hate list. Today, a bunch of dogs here in the chat. And I got to tell you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 college basketball games on the site. I threw a couple of them up here today. Georgia, 7.5. NC State, plus 5. TCU in 6. Drake they're plus 110. And these are all games I bet myself. I got to tell you, I don't even have good numbers here. I got Drake out of Pick'em. They're now a little bit of a dog. NC State last night was a 3. I should have waited. And I know better. I say this all the time, right? If you're taking a dog, wait. Line's going to go up, especially against Duke. The line's moved already from 3 to a 5. I still like NC State. I like NC State even more now. People are going to bet Duke. I get it. So some of my lines, it is what it is. Betting early, overnight lines. Sometimes you're ahead. Sometimes you're behind. It's betting. It is betting. What can you do? How about, we'll knock out some NBA fast. So, Tim, you want to come in and do some NBA real fast?
No, I'm good. See ya.
We have a bunch of NBA on the card today. A whole lot of NBA action.
Yeah, I'm loaded up. I got 7 plays today on the site.
7 plays, and Tim does his balling out show. You don't want to miss balling out.
Yep, there's a balling out show that I put out last night, or sorry, this morning, 7 a.m. But yeah,
7 a.m. Right in early.
It's pre-recorded.
All right.
So I record it at night, and then it goes up in the morning, so that it's just there.
Okay.
Well,
I thought you'd do like a live one at like 6 o'clock. Like, here we go, baby.
Nope, not live. We'll start it off. We're grabbing the Magic today. What was the last thing that we just saw from Oklahoma City?
Huge.
Oh,
win.
yeah, they dropped 150 on Boston without SGA. Yeah, okay, give me the Magic today.
Yes,
minus
you know what?
Minus the 2, I think I got it at.
I gotta go bet this game too.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Yeah, it's just second leg of a back-to-back for the Thunder after a humongous game against what's supposed to be the best team in the league. And I'm no excuses for Boston. They were fully healthy. So, I'm on the Pacers as well. I've been on them a lot this year. They're a top 5 team against the spread. And they're getting 7.5 points. Yeah. Okay. Give me the Pacers today. Where we got later games. I'm on the over in the Pelicans game. Zion is supposed to be out for the next 3 weeks at least.
It's always out.
Which normally whenever you see a big power forward or center go out means less defense and a higher paced game. I think that the Rockets will put up some points tonight, and the Pelicans will as well. I like it over the 228.5 that I got it at. The Warriors are 17-2 at home. We're taking the Warriors. It's just a wagon at this point. I'm not pulling any punches with that one. Sorry, Lenny. I'm wearing your Pistons today, but they're gonna get absolutely just crushed. I think Warriors might win this game by 20. And then we'll go under in the Laker game because you don't take overs in the Heat games. Heat are the worst offensive team in the league and a top 3 defense. And probably one of the most scariest plays that we're going to have today. Did you see the total in that Atlanta-Sacramento game?
245. How? Now, I know Atlanta they're off the Utah game, right? I mean,
yes. Sacramento's off the Utah game.
Okay, yeah, Sacramento's off.
Atlanta's off of that double overtime game against Golden State.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it was double. Okay, I get there's 208 points. What is it? Are you kidding me with this number? What am I missing with this? Are they playing 2 extra periods? How is this 145 points?
245.5. Yeah, under. I'm taking it like that. That's not even. I saw that number. I went under. You get the Kings on a second leg of a back-to-back. No, under 100%. I don't see this. These two teams can drop 120 points each, and it still goes under. Yeah, no. I'm taking the under. That's. I don't want to say it was like an auto play, but I saw that number. I went, there is 0 chance it should be that high.
I'm writing it down because I got to look back at this tomorrow or tonight. I got to keep an eye on that because that's just a crazy number.
So yeah, those are the plays that I got for today. I do have the best bet up on the sites in that Milwaukee-Toronto game, so I can't give that one out. But those are the other plays that I really like tonight.
There you go.
There you go.
NBA. Bills in the house. What do you say there? Do you like Pacers tonight? Seem like a public dog. St. Bonnie, I like as well. We do kind of like the Pacers, as Tim just said, and I'm gonna never say no to taking a 7.5 versus Sixer team who I'm not really in love with the Sixers. Again, didn't bet that one. You see who I have here. I got the Cavs. And who is it? St. Bonnie? In a pick 'em, huh? I looked at this game a little bit. Just didn't fit any kind of numbers for me, Bill, so it's a pass. Take the greats in the house. Morning, Hicks. Happy Wednesday. Happy every day. Happy every day. Kids are back at school. I guess I'm kind of happy. Not really. I go up there, clean up their messy rooms. Lane, what do you say? Just pop in and hit the like button. Say what's up. Appreciate you coming in, my guy. Have a good one. Miz is in the house. He likes Richmond minus the 8. Yeah, I'm a Spider guy. This one, it's a big number. But you know me, when I see something that looks a little off like that, I can agree with. Right? It seems a little like, again, I think maybe 6, 6.5. It's 8. I don't know. I still like Richmond, I guess. Oklahoma minus the 3. This line, I thought this line went up a little bit. This was actually, I shouldn't say it went up because I bet it was a 4. It's come down. No shock there. People are going to bet on Iowa State. Not me. I'm with you on the Sooners. Tech and the points. Yeah, I like Georgia Tech here against Miami plus the 6. Sure. UMass St. Louis over the 149. I actually did, as much as I say, like I come in like, I don't really love my college totals. I bet 2 totals today. I got Valpo and Elon unders, and believe it or not, I went back and looked. 26 and 15, 63% of my college basketball totals. I'm shocked. I am shocked I had that many totals bet this year. So we got UMass 149. I'm going to lean under here. This open at 150. I got this about a 148-ish. I'm gonna lean under. Lakers under to 230. Yep, as Tim mentioned. He just mentioned Miami being another team. That's just a team. Questionable health all the time. Rotation's always up in the air because you don't know who's playing, who's not playing. You need a little continuity in the NBA, I think. Again, all right, granted, we've seen a guy come in and score 70 and 55, stuff like that. I see. Okay, well, Jimmy Butler's going to score 60 tonight. They're going to score 102 anyway. It's not going to make a difference. Under Lakers, yes. T-Money. Daily best bets. What do you got here? Good afternoon on this rainy day. Rainy by you, huh, T-Money? Where are you at, T-Money? I got a nice sunny day out here. Nice, crisp January morning. Michael's in the house. Good morning. Bill McDowell. Mercer game under. Against Wolford. 140. I'll go under with you there if you want to. Again, didn't fit my numbers. Take great. Fordham and Rhode Island seems a little bit fishy. My gut says Fordham with that line. Yeah, I kind of like the Rams a little bit, but Rhode Island's like not a terrible squad. Right? What is it now? Pick 'em 1? I mean, it was a 1 last night. I don't know what it's
Rhode Island is a 2.5-point favorite against, and they're what, 5-8 this year?
Yeah.
Against a team that's 12-2. Sorry, they're 4-9. Rhode Island's 4-9 against 12-2, and they're favored. You already know. I bet Rhode Island, right?
Listen, the last couple times we said this about the Lafayette team, it
didn't work. No,
it hasn't worked. But I think Rhode Island's a little better than Lafayette as well, though. I'll add that into the mix here.
Yep.
Reynolds, any thoughts on ECU plus 5.5? Like Central Florida. Sorry, Tim. I mean, ECU, but Tim's like, our basketball team stinks.
Our basketball team
Our team stinks, but yet here they are. You keep saying that. I think you're just trying to reverse jinx them because they're having a nice little season here. I mean, they're 10-5.
Yeah, they look okay. They look good against who have they beaten this year? Let's see. Mercer, Presbyterian, Hampton. All right, Toledo was a good win. UTA. They lost to South Carolina State. They beat Campbell, whoop-de-doo. Copen State, whoop-de-doo. South Carolina has been garbage this year. High Point, a good win against Wichita. Now, this is not a good team.
They got Memphis on deck, too, I think.
Yeah, wait until we start playing actual teams, and we're going to end up finishing, what are we, 10-5 right now?
Yeah.
We'll end up finishing, I don't know, 16-17 or something. We're not going to be good this year. I will guarantee you at the end of the year, we'll be a first-round exit in the American Conference, and it just won't – we're not a good team. I've seen this team plenty of times. We're not good.
Take the great Penn State and the overday versus Michigan. I almost wanted to take Penn State last night. Almost took them. Total, not interested in. Illinois and the under. Again, this Illinois game looks a little odd with this line here. I'm gonna think the other way. Hold on, let me see if it's moved. Against Northwestern, still sitting at 3, right? Just bizarre. That's it. I'm an Illinois guy. We've had Illinois futures in the past. I think they're a good team. this line here, it's like these other ones we've taken. Now, we had a couple losers yesterday doing this kind of thing, but I would still lean with Northwestern. Low shy plus the 5. Where's low shy at? Davidson. It's a 5 now, so it was a 4 yesterday. I'm not. This is not your last year group of low shy. Give me Davidson. Michael. I got Wake plus 10 versus NC. I like it. I mean, what are we doing laying these big numbers with Carolina? They haven't proven they could win these kind of games. Wake Forest, sure. VCU versus, who's that? Duquesne they're playing? I like Duquesne. I like Duquesne. Bet Duquesne. Charleston versus NCT. This was 10. I saw a plus 12, and I thought about coming back on NCA&T, believe it or not. Like, I kind of like the dog and a half. I could get 12. I mean, this seems a little juiced up here. Everybody's gonna bet Charleston, right? And I get it. Right? They've overachieved all year. I mean, what's there to say about them? They're having a nice little run. But I mean, you're 14-1, and you're playing a MEAC. I just I want to give me the points there. I want 12. Can I get 12? I saw a random 12 out there. The other best bet, T-Money. Found the unit tracker. Track my bets now 44 this week. There you go. They're all over the place, unit trackers. But again, I mean, you need a unit tracker. T-Money loves the free picks today. I'm on most of them. That's a good sign for me since you're up 44 units. But I mean, people are like, oh, you know, and I'm not going to get into throwing out names of different like tracker places. Like, I don't. One, I mean, I track my own things because, I bet. So I kind of know. I look at my accounts, where I'm at every day. Anything on the site's tracked. I don't own the sites. I can't go in and change things. For a person, if you need a bet tracker, and don't take, I'm not just singling out T-Money in this one. Hey, join up for this to track your things. I guess it helps. Because most people are undisciplined. They don't write things down. You know, you're all over the place. You could add things late, and it's right down to a specific, and it's a way to compare yourself to others. I guess that's what's the best thing of it, because you go to these sites and see how everybody is. I'm tracked here, see how good I'm doing, and it kind of takes away phoniness out of it, which is good, because there's a lot of jokers out there.
I'll quickly mention. I use BetStamp, and the only reasons why I use it is so that I can know exactly what we're doing that day and all of our plays, and just have that
right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
Yeah.
Because it's all the plays that are still tracked up on the site, but it's right in front of me, so I know exactly where we're at, what we're making these days, and it kind of just it gives me a better idea of how our day is going. And
for our site, once you add games in, everything gets shuffled down. So if it's I bet a lot of college basketball. You on a weekend have college basketball, NBA, and hockey. So you're going to be 20 loaded. Plus. You'll be 2 pages. You have to go back to see your past plays unless you write them down. So I understand that aspect of it. Yeah.
Now, if you're betting 2 plays a day, 3 plays a day, that you don't have to really worry about tracking it all that much. But the way that we have volume, we have 10 plays on the site today.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Nick's put up hockey yet. So.
Well, there's only 3 hockey games.
Yeah, but still.
I bet all 3 hockey games today.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah. And I mean, for the season, I've only bet like 50 hockey games or something like that, maybe 80 hockey games. I bet a few hockey, definitely more than NBA. NBA, I've bet 23, I think, coming into today, and then I bet the Cavs.
23. I think I bet about 23 last week.
Yeah, I told you, my NBA, I just
it's where I've been strongest this year, so I'm going to keep riding with it.
There you go. That's what you do. That's how you make money. T-Money. Speaking of money, best bets, T-Money. Georgia moneyline, TCU moneyline, Florida moneyline, Blazers moneyline. Here we go. Moneyline. We got to change your name to like Moneyline Mike or something. I don't mind Georgia, TCU. Let's go. You're taking dogs. That's fine with me. The 4-1 again. It's a fishy one to me. Now you hit the other 2 with Army and American in their ones. I over Lafayette again. I just look at things too easy. They usually are. Michael, NBA wanted to bet the Pacers, but aren't Sixers 10-0 ATS the last 10 games. The Sixers are playing good. I just don't like the Sixers. I mean, I would lean Pacers. I did not bet the Pacers. Eric was talking to a new gambler friend. I told him you'd accept taking dogs. He replied, "What is a dog?" Oh my goodness. Well, Eric, I'm not saying it's you, but I got a good message yesterday about NFL dogs. 138 and 112, 55% of 3 points. Or excuse me, yeah, excuse me. No, just NFL dogs in general. 138, 112, 55%. And dogs at 3 or more points, 92 and 62, 60%. What's wrong with taking dogs? I don't understand. People's mindset, it's ingrained. You think it's favorite, they should win. I get it. I take fave sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I understand. These NBA players play when they feel like it. Can't bet the NBA. No betting allowed. It's got to be late or nothing. I have to, like today with taking the Cavs. I could easily pass on the Cavs, right? Could I be off this train? Could the Suns come in with a good game? They're not playing good. I don't want to come in and bet like I'm taking the Suns because today I think they play good. Like Toronto. Toronto's favored by what? 5 points or something like that over the Bucks. Come on, who's not taking the Bucks today? Screams take Milwaukee. I can't do that. It's Toronto or nothing for me. Michael, I think Wiggins is back for the worst today. I'm concerned that will throw off the flow of the game. Maybe. They've been playing so well at home. What do? And if that's the case, Mike, then you just don't play it. There's a dozen other NBA games you want to bet an NBA game. Or the guaranteed winner, you just don't play if you don't like anything. Nathan likes Baylor today. Where's Baylor? Find the Baylor game against TCU. I already have a TCU. Did I put TCU in the chat today? I think I did. Yes, TCU in the chat. Bill, total's high for a reason. That's a huge total, though, Bill. Come on, man. 240, 245? And honestly, you see a 245, your eyes are like, what? Georgia dog, yes, Nathan, Georgia. I got Georgetown too today, like a sicko. Robert's coming in. Seems like folks keep talking. Golden State at home is trash. Because they are. What? 17-2 at home. 17-2 at home. I mean, I don't know if that's good. Call me crazy. And you also think the Heat is fixing a roll? Listen, I like the Heat. I just I don't like this playing. This is a spot. And again, I'm not a Laker guy. Should Miami win this game? Yes. I mean, I had them the other day starting out this road trip against the Clippers. Yeah, come in here and win this game by 10 like you should. I don't know. I just can't do it today. Not today, Rob. Best bet, C-money over Portland, 233 will probably be a big play tonight. Will probably be a play tonight, the Portland over against Minnesota. Minnesota is just a hot mess. I thought this team would eventually start gelling. It is not. It is not gelling one bit. Brandon, Astro Spring Training is going to start the 25th. I do not know the start date of spring training, but I'm gonna run through these last like 5 things, and we'll get to some baseball talk. Moneyline dogs in the NFL. Moneyline dogs in the NFL, not at that great a clip. We've done the moneyline dog things. They are down for the year, Rob. Richie P, hit the like button for me. Thank you. Wesley's coming in. The Prince likes Michigan here. I don't know. Penn State's off a nice. All right, I'm pretty sure Penn State won their last game. I think I had Penn State. Now you got Michigan off a route. I don't know. I don't like Howard. Not like what he's done. I want to lean Penn State. Alabama A&M under. This game. I like Alabama A&M here. Last night I saw an 11 opener. Hold on, I wrote it down here because it flipped. It was a 12, and then later on in the night, it was 9.5. I'm like, man, I knew I should have took that 12. Then it was back up to 12 today. Total, I have no thought on. What is it, 133.5? It hasn't moved. It was 130 last night, so it hasn't moved up to 133. Did you hear NFL? What happened in the NFL Monday? Who won the Bills game? Do we even know? Brandon, tell me. I didn't even know. What happened Monday? Let me know. Michael, Yeah, I thought about G-Town as well. Yes, Georgetown has hurt. We talked about them beginning of the year. We were fading them in gaming them to or against them. Right? It paid off. Tate the Great received my email for White Sox spring training today. Get me down there. Starting to get excited for baseball. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get through these. Tony Plus, what do you think about North Carolina A&T? I like North Carolina A&T. You're a little late. I mentioned it. Someone else mentioned the Charleston. I said if I can get a 12, I like A&T here. Yes, grab them. Worth a shot. Plus 12. Miz, NFL's a mess. Ravens Cincy game means nothing now. Well, we talked about this the other day. It had, and I don't want to get into a long-winded discussion about this again, but I will. It has to. I don't want to. It can't be a tie. They can't do that since then. Since then, like, what are you talking tie? We were winning. They had, it's a win for us. You can't change the entire play. People are like, oh, you just switch, just push everything back. Oh, we'll play this game next Saturday when the NFC has their playoff games, and then just push everything back. I don't know. I'm no genius. I'm no logistic expert. I think plans are already in set for playoffs down the road for this month. Oh, you just push the Super Bowl back. Oh, is that all you do? Just push the Super Bowl back. Yeah, I'm sure that's not a problem for people. Yeah. Corey Jones says, grab Wake Forest, TCU. Yes. North Carolina. Why is North Carolina in that? Nathan misses 5 TBS. It goes EMU. Nathan. 5-1, you lose money. Miami College hoops against Georgia Tech. I would lean dog. I'm leaning dogs here in conference play, Wesley. They're spoilers, NCAA. They are. Listen, I'm getting 12 at home. It's not a rivalry in the sense that it's two big name schools, but it's the fact that they're still Carolina schools. So you don't think NCAA wants to play a little good game here? They covered the first half as a favorite 5 times, 4 out of 5. Take them first half, take them for the game. 12 points is a nice number. Robert, taking Georgetown seems like overly stressful bet. That's why you bet and forget it. You don't stress about it, Rob. I bet it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm undefeated today. I'm going 15-0 in my place. My buddy just asked me if you should parlay faves. Yeah, your buddy. Yeah, tell him to jump out to one of those sites for an odds boost. Same game parlay. It'll be wonderful. I'm taking the Astros. I like the Astros to win. Why not? Markel's in the house. Welcome. Locking in with the King is in the house as well. LSU was close, but I did take points. I did take the points. Yeah, listen, take the points. Winner, we'll take it. I'll take it. You'll take it. We'll take it. Let's go. Now, we're going to do some MLB. MLB is for me at the 27:55 mark. So, Major League Baseball, and this will be kind of like comeback players I want to talk about today. We could talk about who's going to win World Series. That's nice and easy. But comeback players, baby. Comeback players. I should have made a banner. I didn't. We'll just talk about it. Number 1 on my list, and again, I don't have any odds right now. I'm just going to throw out 5 guys, all batters. I'm not doing pitchers. These are going to be 5 hitters that I think we could kind of look at. And again, I don't have odds in front of me. A lot of books don't put these odds up yet. Maybe they have. Honestly, I didn't look. I'm just saying I got a couple guys I kind of like here. We're going to start with Juan Soto. Juan Soto, how's that guy? The guy hit like 240 last year. All right. Years before that, 292, 282, 350 in the 1 year, the COVID year, 313 the other year. The guy's a 290 hitter. Everything was down. All right. His walks. He's got a contract. He's got a new team. He's kind of settled. I expect a big year from him. Now, is he going to win? Is he going to hit 50 homers in San Diego? I don't need 50 homers. This guy could hit. Say he hits 325, right? I mean, again, he's 25 years old? He's young. He's still entering his prime. He's a cat who could hit over 300. Launch 25 homers, right? We'll go low. Let's say 25, 325, 25, 150 walks, fill up the stats. He'll get some votes here. Right now, I'm not talking MVP and stuff like that. It would be considered a comeback. People probably look at it and be like, what are you talking about? The guy had 150 walks last year. He's a good player. Well, the other kind of numbers, people like homers, ribbies, average, were all kind of down. So Soto's the guy I kind of look at. Chris Bryant, simply based on he He played 40 games last year, 5 homers, batted 300, 14 ribbies. All right, you project that out over the years, it's not much. It's 20 homers and 80, 75. Doesn't look much. But again, you're hurt. You don't play. The team's down. You're playing in Colorado. This guy could hit 45 home runs next year. Yeah, okay. He's 30. He's 31. I get it. Other side of the mountain of his prime going down. It's still Colorado. You're coming back from an injury. You put up some nice numbers. Honestly, 25 homers and 100 plus ribbies? Possible. Chris Bryant. My guy, Cody Bellinger, to the Cubbies. MVP in 2019, 47 homers, 115 RBIs, 301 batting average, 305 batting average. And he's hit 165, 210, and 230 the last 3 years. Holy cow. Maybe again, this one is a questionable because maybe the shoulder is something major and the guy can't swing a bat. That's very well. I don't know how this guy passes a physical. We still don't have a Correa signing. This guy went from hitting 47 homers at 300 to batting 150. No one's X-raying the shoulder extra. So anyway, Bellinger would be a play for me here, and 2 other kind of back end guys. Although this one here, Castellanos for the Phillies. It's Trey Turner. Okay, we're not talking MVP and stuff like that. We're talking comeback player of the year. He had 13 homers last year, 62 RBIs. He's usually like a 25 kind of home run guy. So if nobody's worried about him, because now he's batting 8th or whatever he's batting in that lineup, you're telling me this guy can't hit 25, 30 homers? Comeback player of the year. You just need some fancy stats. Homers, ribbies. Add in, you're on a decent team, you're going to get a little more play. And the last one. Javi Baez. This guy, supposed to be great. He's going to be a Hall of Famer for the Cubbies, right? He's 30 now. He's not even young. I thought he was like 26. I thought he was like, like Lindor and Soto. These young guys are still like 25. He's 30. Terrible year last year in Detroit. You know what? He's got a year under him. And again, we're not talking he has to be MVP. The team has to win 90 games. He hit 17 homers, batted 230 last year. Can we jack that up? Could he double his homers? I think it's possible. A year in the American League, maybe he settles in. Guy was talented. Now, again, that would be the last one on my list. I mean, the other guys, I guess if I'm rating them, it would probably be Soto 1, Bryant and Castellanos kind of 2, Bellinger, because I'm worried about his shoulder in the next spot, and then Javi rounding out the list there. But I don't know. I want to throw this out there because baseball's fun to talk about. Wesley wants some NBA props.
I don't do really NBA props. Sorry. One of the players I was kind of looking at, and this might be one of the more, I guess, obvious ones. How about Tatis? He didn't play at all last year.
Yeah, but that's not a comeback player if you don't play. How do you come back player? You're out.
Unless they don't really accept that one because he was steroids or whatever. He was suspended. Maybe not.
Yeah, I didn't even think of him as that because he's going to be out, the first 45 games too as well or something like that for a month of the season?
Actually? I thought he was – I thought he just had to go the rest of the year and then he's good to go for the start.
I don't know. I can't put that guy in. Again, you don't play a whole year, but you use steroids. I can't put that guy in there. Maybe they'll vote for him. That's a good spot. I didn't even think of using him.
That's the only one I was really thinking about. And then, it could be a little bit of my Mets bias, but Michael Conforto got signed to San Fran. If he has anything,
there's another guy.
That could be an interesting dark horse to win it as well because he went from being on a roster to off the face of the earth to back on a team.
Yeah. Well, no one wanted to give up a draft pick for him, and by that point, it's like, you know what? Let's just sit out for the year, and Yeah. Now, again, when these numbers come up, if there's something crazy on Tatis, and even Conforto's a good one. I should have mentioned him because he's definitely not in a Tatis area.
And I know it's my Mets bias again. Or Dom Smith, he just went to the Nationals.
Yeah,
he's gonna get some playing time now. Although he hasn't hit a home run in like 6 years. But
I was gonna say, what's he gonna hit? 30 homers?
But knowing that, he left the Mets. Oh, all right, I can go off now.
No, not only, but see, that's who you got to kind of look at. A guy who's didn't play.
Guy who left a bigger team to go to one that's in a little bit of a rebuilding state, and is going to get playing time.
Yes,
that's the big thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, I
again,
can
when,
never.
when the numbers come out for him, the Conforto ones I think are a very good one. I like
Yeah.
that. I think that's
I'm just
a nice
waiting
little play
for.
there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. I was looking through a couple books. I couldn't find any odds.
Yeah, they're not up yet. This is just kind of talk about a couple things. And again, what are the numbers? Because some of these numbers, if they're not good, I'm not going to bet. Like if
Something
Soto is
tells
at,
me Tatis is going to be the favorite.
yeah, and you know what, and that's a no bet. Like, why am I betting on that? Even
Yeah, I
money on
wouldn't
that.
bet a
That's
favorite. If he's
you know,
if he's plus 300, no. If he's plus 1,000, yes. And it all just matters on the numbers. We're just looking at it this way, being like, well, I kind of like this guy, but I don't know what his odds are.
Yeah, exactly. These are again my five are based on last year's their numbers and if they improve on those numbers.
Correct.
Correct. I didn't throw in like the Tatis one. I wasn't even thinking about him. You shouldn't get that award.
Player of the year is somebody who was injured or did not play most of the year.
Yeah. Or didn't play well.
Because the players that you were listing off, I feel like those would be the more of the most improved player.
Yeah. But that's what it'll be. That'll be considered a comeback though if you come back off a bad year. No, or do they have a most improved player? There's no most improved player, is there?
I know the NBA has one, but I'm not. Do the MLB have one? They might. Because those all. Although Chris Bryant seems like one that could be comeback player of the year
because he was hurt for the half the year.
Because he was hurt. The other ones were just bad
seasons.
Yeah,
but Bellinger's been bad for 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know if you can call that one a comeback.
Because he's an MVP award winner.
Yeah.
Again, when these numbers come out, you see these kind of things. You got to look at how they are. And you brought up a good point. They improved off last year. Is that really a comeback?
No.
Obviously, your number one
comeback
would be
comeback is somebody who was injured or something that came back and had a good year.
It would be. Let's be honest. If Conforto comes in, hits 25 homers, and it's 275, it should be hands down him. The guy sat out for a whole year, 100%. Comes back and faces Major League Baseball pitching and hits a good year. As much as Chris Bryant would be nice to win, but Conforto should be the odds-on favorite for comeback player of the year. All he needs to do is hit. He hits 250 with 25 homers. How can you not give it that guy? The guy sat out. Hasn't seen live pitching in a year plus.
Correct. That's the big thing I was looking at with that one. It's just players that are coming off of injuries or not playing or whatever.
Yep.
So we'll see how that one goes.
Bengals win Sunday. They win in division. I believe Bengals going to play to win. Yeah,
yes. No, they're going to play to lose.
But here again with this, it's not only that they have to win in division. They could still get the 1 seed if they would have beat Buffalo. They could be the 1 seed because Kansas City only has to lose, and that line's dropped 3 points. So what's that tell you? They can lose. Cincy is the team to beat in the AFC, folks. And that's coming from the guy who was saying Buffalo all year. Cincy is the team. They took care of both. I mean, again, it was one drive or whatever, but they just went up and down that field. It was like,
they would have beat. I feel like Cincinnati would have beat Buffalo by double digits.
Yeah,
Monday night.
Buffalo would have scored some points, but you weren't slowing down Cincinnati.
You weren't slowing down Cincy. And the problem is Buffalo. The thing is, I was looking at Buffalo's season, and they've been through like the last calendar year. No team has been through more than the Buffalo Bills, and it showed like them losing the AFC Championship game to Knox's brother dying, to all the different moving of the stadiums and the blizzards and the Hamlin guy on Monday night, and no team has been through more stuff than the Buffalo Bills this year.
Yeah.
Or in the last calendar year. It's crazy.
And getting back to this game, there's like, oh, they should just rule it a tie. What? If I'm Cincinnati, I know the old, it's old hands here. No. Cincy's like, what are you talking about? So I lose home field advantage? No. No. And again, I'm not saying that I know how the inner workings of the NFL works. Making them play next week and pushing back all the other AFC games and playing the NFC games, I don't see. Okay, maybe it's just a handful of AFC teams. You could mess up their stadiums and work on all those kind of logistics. I just don't see it. What they're gonna and here's another little tidbit for everybody. If they just say, you know what, we're not playing this game, all your over bets or under bets on these two teams, void. Get your money back, Bills overbackers. You got to play. This isn't Major League Baseball where books say you play 160 games, we credit your win. NFL, you have to play every single game to win on your win totals.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm going to say most books, every game has to be played.
I can imagine that being said for the under, for the over.
Yeah.
Or for both, I guess.
Well, definitely for the under. Like, wait a second, you could still, there's a game. You could win that game, you could lose that game. It affects.
Yep.
And everyone's gonna come out. You'll listen. That'll take effect. People are whining on Monday Night Football. Wait till this one, and you'll see everybody like, we're gonna refund or we'll credit. And honestly, if the team already cashed the over, they should get credit. They should get the win. I don't know. That's fine. You want to? That's a bit. You want to say we're going to credit that? Totally understand that.
But that game didn't mean anything to the total. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a win away from a win or loss, that's another thing. Like, but
if it's guaranteed a winner or guaranteed a loser, no matter what happens in that game.
For me, I can live with that one. Somebody getting injured in a game, and I'm not talking about the Monday Night Football game. Like, who's the guy who played for like a minute for like the Warriors or whatever? Or Anthony Davis comes in for 4 minutes, goes out sick or whoever. Sorry, folks. That's a loser. That's his life. Nathan, I need to hit a massive parlay. Yeah.
Come on, what are we doing?
No feeder. What happened? Well, I don't know what happened. Nathan, perfect parlay would have been LSU plus 12, Fresno plus the points, Fresno State under.
I ended up betting Fresno State last night.
Fresno State offense looks so terrible, and all of a sudden they show up against undefeated New Mexico. Gracious coming in, Mizzou and Michigan today. I just feel everybody's on Michigan. Gracious.
I didn't touch either one of those.
The good old Metropolitans.
I'm excited for baseball now. The Jets are out. I'm excited for baseball.
Brucus. Well, that's what happens when you bet these parlays, bro. Stop at the parlays. Here we go. Gracious coming in with a biggie. Georgia, yes. Michigan, no. Drake, yes. Nets, no opinion on. Devils, I'm on the other side there. Mizzou, okay. Rob's a Bengal guy. Brandon, I was at the Texans game. It was fun. For the Jags, yeah. Man, it's a good. You go to a game, you still have a good time though, Tim. Come on, you can go to a game and the team loses, you still have a good time at a game.
Yeah, it would have been a good day if they lost like 27-14. How about 31-3?
If Buffalo Cincy games not played, Raven Cincy games mean nothing to Cincy.
Wrong.
No, they could still win the division.
No, I mean Cincinnati. If Buffalo forfeits the game, Cincinnati wins the division. But it only matters what happens.
And that's another. I don't see how Cincinnati.
If Kansas City wins, then no, that game does not matter.
Yes, for the home field.
If Kansas City wins, it does not matter. Cincinnati's locked into pretty much the 2 seed.
Yes, and I think that's what we're kind of hoping on. That's what people
Vegas
are like.
Wins all of a sudden. Cincy wins that game, they get the 1 seed.
Yeah, and that's where it's going to be a problem. So.
Correct.
Here you go. Everybody who thinks games are fixed and stuff like that. So this is your thinking. If you think that's the case, Kansas City wins. It's never in doubt. They take care of Vegas. It eliminates home field, all the talk. They can give these guys ties. They can just not play it and mark it down as we're not playing. It's a postponed game. That's life. And then seed them as they seed them.
I mean, yeah. I still think that Cincinnati should get the win for Monday night.
I think they should too. No way, Jose. Yeah, exactly, Rob. No kumbaya. Best bets team money. New Mexico just couldn't shoot the last 6 minutes. Yeah. Bill's probably got injured and got sick heart. Wow. Oh, man. We didn't even know. We got to talk about this, guys. Brandon's bringing up a good point. Since you cannot lose a division.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. They very well can. Because it depends. Well, if they get credited for the win against Buffalo, then no, they cannot. But if they lose, if they play against Buffalo, lose, and then lose to Baltimore, no, Baltimore wins the division still.
Yes, but they'll be 11-5. The other team will be 11-6, but they beat them twice head to head, and you don't have a game. And in the division, one team's 4-2, and you're 2-4. You don't win the division that way.
Yeah, no.
Right? Am I wrong with that? Baltimore would win the division.
You're dead on. You're dead on.
The division record is 4-2.
The problem is that Cincinnati would have one less loss, and I don't know how they would grade that.
And that's again comes down to what are they gonna? Is it if Cincinnati gets the win like they should? It's a
It
moot
doesn't
point.
matter. And then the only thing that they're fighting for is the number 1 seed.
Yes.
And it's between Cincinnati and Kansas City, and Buffalo is completely out of it.
Well, yeah. Well, if Cincinnati goes 12-4, if Kansas City loses,
although if
I want to again, this is the problem here. If they
The
give
thing is,
Cincinnati the win, Cincinnati and Kansas City loses, Cincinnati's the 1 seed. If Kansas City it comes down to Saturday, if Kansas City wins that game, then Cincinnati just has to win for their, they win and they'll set up so there's no arguments of who won the division. They got they're 12-4, the other team's 10-7, and that's that.
Yeah, but I was looking at Buffalo. Even if they forfeit this game, and they'll be 12-4, they can still get the number 1 seed with a win and a Kansas City loss and Cincinnati loss, because that would make them tied with Kansas City.
Yeah, Buffalo has to win.
And Buffalo has the tiebreaker over Kansas City. Wow,
yeah.
It is pouring outside. Anyways, sorry.
Nathan, rest were giving us a few calls again. You can't.
Can't blame the refs.
The first thing I did, and I talk about the refs. So I had a half-point lose yesterday. First thing I do is I run to the
what was
free
your
throws.
Half-point loser?
What was that? Kansas, I think. Who'd they play?
Kansas against Texas
not Kansas.
Tech. Yeah,
K-State. Was it K-State? Yeah, Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Texas Tech was 2.5.
Yep.
It was 2.5. So I go. I'm like, let me look at the free throws. Who choked for me? Kansas was 2 of 4 at the line. Tech was 10 of 12 from the line. I can't even blame free throws when you each missed 2, and one team goes to the line 4 times.
They went to the line 4 times. That's it.
Kansas went to the line 4 times.
Wow.
And
you say impressive.
You say home cooking, but they only went to the line 12 times. That's not. I mean, that's what 6 fouls. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of fouls. They let them play. Rob Tong, if you think games are fixed, why are you betting? Exactly, Rob. I say it all the time. They're like, oh, it's fixed. I just brought up and
try to figure out which way it's fixed.
I just brought up the point, like, if you think it's that way, right? Let's be honest. If you think the games are like that, you're taking Kansas City to roll on Saturday. You're taking the Rams money line for your house because it's going to come down to Green Bay blowing out the Lions. I mean,
yep.
See the league. I mean, and I never say it's fixed, right? We make jokes. I make jokes all the time. Oh, here we go. They're going under the thing.
Although that Tulane game looked kind of weird because it goes from Tulane scoring a touchdown, the USC player
Tulane was never in
botching it at the 1 of a safety, and then no, I'm kidding.
4-1-8 music. NC State, Blazers, and Rockets. I do like NC State. Yes,
we almost went to the NC State game tonight. We were almost going to get tickets to that game.
I like them against Duke. Give me the points at home. It's up to 5. I wish I had 5 instead of 3.
NC State's 5 minutes down the road, so that could have been a fun game to go to. But
no opinion Blazers, but the Rockets will probably be in play for me and Tim. All right? You like the Rockets today too?
I like the over in the Rockets game.
There you go. Over Rockets. Corey Jones, does Green Bay get in or are they going home? I think Green Bay's getting in.
They win, they're in. No matter what happens.
I hate the whole it's Brady and Rodgers as opposed to Darnold and Goff, but let's be honest. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. All right. It's football. We think of it. They want a good product on the field. That's why they had Russ Wilson scheduled for every game. They thought Denver was going to be 13-3 and going to the Super Bowl. Right. So, I mean, I'll be at the Houston Rodeo. Yeehaw, baby.
There you go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Can we bet on it?
My son wants a Stetson. He sent me like a link. It was like $1,800 for a hat. I'm like, yeah, okay. Gracious fundamentalist, Butler, Nevada, Clemson, TCU. Here we go. No thanks with Butler. I can't lay 7.5 with Butler. That's not happening. Nevada, I don't like. I was going to bet the other way in this game. Colorado State, it's still 5.5. I like Colorado State on this one. Clemson plus the points, sure. I don't mind taking plus points there. Yes, and TCU, we got it in the chat. I like Kansas yesterday against Texas Tech. Of course, you had an easy winner with that half point. Never in doubt, Nathan. Never in doubt. NFL, too many implications need to be addressed for a Cincy game. Yeah.
Correct.
And they still got 2 days.
What we have to deal with.
Got to be the right side of the rigging, says Nathan. Tate's great.
Exactly.
Ugly day today. A&M, Mississippi Valley over. Alabama A&M. I'm gonna take Mississippi Valley. Give me the Valley.
That's
Robert Thomas Shad. I really got a kick out of Dr. Pepper commercials. Doctor, I like the Boz. I'm gonna wear my Boz shirt tomorrow. Ravens still don't know what time they're playing. Miz says. No, they should be playing daytime. They're all daytime. They're all 1:00 games, aren't they? Oh no, they switched it this year. I thought everything was gonna be at 1. But
There's
no,
some 4:00 games.
Yeah, they really love screwing.
Let's look. That's college football. I want NFL.
Yeah, 4:00. You got Dallas Eagles are both playing at 4. Chargers, Seattle.
That makes sense to put like the NFC East games at 4:00.
Yes,
that makes sense.
I mean, they should probably play at 1:00 since they're playing in Philly. But I mean, I get it.
Who cares? No, that's fine. Hey, give them like the prime time esque type of games.
Yeah. It's funny. We like the Rocket site, Brandon. It's funny with the NFL. It's the last game of the season. They finally go to like 5 games at 4:00. It used to be like 11 games at 1:00, 2 games at 4, and 1 at Now when everything's a worthless, they all should be played together to say you can show that to have a little bit of integrity. No. We're gonna play around a little bit here today.
Yeah, what? Final week of the year. Let's throw some games on Saturday.
Here it comes down to money where people think like it's fixed, and they say that kind of nonsense because you say like now they want their money. So hey, Dallas is going to be on in this zone. Everybody's got their eyes on the Dallas game because if they win, they can win the division. Philly win, they win the division. Oh, Chargers, everybody's got to watch that game because they can move up in seeding here. Seattle win and they're in the playoffs. Everything. No, Seattle, if they win, aren't they in the playoffs? Seattle?
Nope. Seattle needs a win and
Detroit to win. Loss. Oh, they still need Detroit to win. I thought
they still need Detroit to win. It looks like they're
that's not right because people are saying that if Seattle wins, it takes Detroit out of the playoffs.
Correct. If Seattle
because Seattle beat them head to head
out of the playoffs.
Yes.
Green Bay, Detroit needs to win and a Seattle loss.
I gotcha.
Green Bay just needs to win.
Yep.
Seattle needs to win and a Green Bay loss.
Yep. Gracious, Nova Georgetown. Give me the Hoyas. Brandon Schultz, what do you think about Texans Colts for Sunday? Under
1-800 gambler.
Miami College hoops
unders this week. Let's be honest. Can we just bet every single game under the total?
I would take Georgia Tech here. Yeah, unders in football for sure. I only bet one of them. I bet the Dallas under 42.
Shit, we may just put up every single under up on the site.
I got Chicago. I'm thinking, after what's his name Fields was like, yeah, he's all pumped up after the game, and now they're benching him. I got Chicago +2, and it's like a +6 now.
It's SU 7s, yeah.
Lobos are our nation's last undefeated. No more undefeated teams. Indiana Hoosiers still at the top of the food chain. Gracious, Villanova, Georgetown, Nathan. Yep. Hats off to the Lobos. No more, though. Robert coming in. I feel like no matter how I comment on NFL, no-win situation. It is a no-win. You say something, people think you're insensitive about it. It's sad. The guy got hurt. Hopefully he pulls through. He's doing better. Fine. But you got a billion-dollar industry that needs to make a decision. And like I said, other people are like, oh, they'll just push it back. Dude, this is not like a high school football playoffs, bro. This is serious logistical stuff goes on here. There's people traveling from all over. I mean, you just can't up and move games a week. That doesn't happen. You see, it's like crazy when they got to move Buffalo to Detroit to play a game for the snow. Look at this. This is craziness. Oh, that's craziness? Yeah, let's just move the entire playoffs. Sure. That'll be fine. Beginning of the season, I said Dallas will go 12-5, and Hicks said no way. Gracious, I have a Dallas under ticket. I did not see Dallas going 12 wins. I thought they'd be their typical 8-8 team. And then they add in that gets hurt early, a bad offensive line, no wide receivers for the first half of the year. They keep playing Zeke, even though Pollard's better. Listen, this is it for the Dallas window. Enjoy it. That's it. And I'm a Cowboys fan. I mean, seriously, they should be a 3-point fave there. I mean,
maybe.
Oh, I mean, they should be favored over Tampa Bay.
I think it's probably closer to a pick 'em. With Tampa Bay being at home.
The problem with Dallas is that you have Pollard's leaving. You're tied up. You got problems. Just like this year, you got problems.
What
Pete
would be
Rozelle would
Rob?
already solved it, says Rob. Pete Rozelle is great. Named high school
Wow.
football could get serious. We lost the semis twice. Yeah, listen, I know high school football is serious for sure. I'm in Texas now, bro. Don't tell me it's not serious. Gracious, let's not forget the Green Bay Jacksonville losses for Dallas. They're terrible. I mean,
Yeah, Tampa should be about Dallas should be about a 2.5 point
Yeah.
favorite.
yeah, I'm thinking like I thought 3. But and here's another. So I got the Falcons at a pick 'em, and then when we were doing the look at lines, that line was like an 8. I'm like, man, an 8. I should have came in and took Tampa at a +8 because let's be honest. And I said, who's playing for Tampa, right? Everybody's been hurt all year, but you probably want them to play at least half a game.
Mm-hmm.
The Tampa starters, because
Nah.
they've been hurt, but they haven't played together. You finally got to look at. I don't know. It's a tough one. Listen, I got Atlanta at a pick 'em. I guess I'm kind of happy with Tampa +8. Second thoughts, maybe. Rob, Dallas. Next question: strawberry or grape?
They toast, and it's grape jelly, 100% grape jelly.
I've never had jelly in my life. Gracious. There's no way Pollard's leaving. Jerry knows best. Yeah. Let's have 2 running backs making $100 million. Gracious. Oh my goodness, you're out of your mind. I guess they're cutting Zeke. All right. College hoops tonight. Georgia, NC State, and TCU. Drake get the call in the video. Red Wings on the ice. Cavaliers in the NBA. And that's a wrap for your Wednesday. Good luck. See everybody tomorrow. Take it easy.